Hello and welcome to my build report for my new Xray XB2. So finally everything is done. Complete electronics are mounted, body is painted. Wheels are not the original XB2 wheels. I use here the Schumacher pre-glued wheels, but they fit very well. The same with the team associated wheels, they fit also if you want, for example, yellow wheels. The build itself is very good. I have also heard or read nothing negative about it in the forums or on the XB2 Facebook forum. Everybody tells how good this is, and yes, it is. The plastics are awesome. The quality of the plastic is, I think, really outstanding. There are also these carbon shock towers, front and rear, a black anodized aluminium plate for the bottom, and everything fits very well together. When you screw into the plastic, I would recommend to use a small drill because the plastic is very hard and it's easier to use a drill for this, but be careful not to over tighten it. I make it so that I use a drill, and for the last millimeter I use a normal screwdriver. But I had also some smaller issues with building this kit, and I will let you know which one they were. When you mount the front suspension here, you have to take care not to change the right and the left part for it. I mismatched the front turnbuckles left and right, and my steering looked like that. So I asked in the forum at Facebook, and I saw also a recommendation in the RC Tech forum that it's easy to mix left and right front turnbuckle up. So exactly that I did. And you must take care that the tapered part of the turnbuckle is inside and the straight one is outside. And then everything fits with the steering. Because here are the steering links, and it's 38.7 millimeters between them, and this is the correct value. I thought they made here a mistake in the manual because my steering was offset, but this is correct. My mistake began here when I built the steering knuckles. The other issue I had with the battery holders, they are mounted here and they use a screw M3 with 10 millimeter length. But to this time there were 4 screws left in the kit, and these screws are longer than 10 millimeters. They are 12 or even 14. And to this time of the kit, only 4 screws are needed, 2 for the battery holders and 2 for the rear wing. And here for the rear wing you use 8 millimeter long M3 screws. So 4 screws were left that were longer, and I tried to use the longer screw because I thought, oh, maybe not a problem with the plastic, then it's a little bit longer inside. But this was not a good idea. I should have used from my toolbox a screw which is 10 mm long. Although the mistake came here from Xray because they put the wrong screws into the kit, but this was the only mistake in the whole box, and this can happen and should not be a problem because I have enough screws with that length. But what happened then was that it was very hard to put the longer screw inside, so I over tightened it and the screw broke inside and became wound, and I couldn't do anything for this. So here is the part where I had to mount the screw for the battery holder, and I couldn't turn the screw left or right, so I had to use a drill and drill it out. So now, unfortunately, I have to order this new plastic part. It's not a big issue, I think it's 3070, because the rest of the screw is inside this part. So this was a little annoying, but maybe it was a little bit also my fault, because I tried to put the longer screw into it and this didn't work out. But overall, no problems with the build. You get also in the box a whole bunch of hard plastic parts. I built the kit now with the standard parts, and then I will later check how the hard plastic parts compare to the standard plastic parts. The hard plastic parts are the whole front suspension, the A-arms, the steering rods and so on, and also chassis parts, like here the nose of the chassis and the part where the shock tower is mounted on, and at the rear also the A-arms and the upright rears. This is my car from inside. It does not look very well with the cable spaghetti inside here, but I used my Hobbywing ESC here. This will be replaced very soon with the LRP Flow, which came from my XB4. And this goes then into the XB4, because with the LRP Flow it's easier to program and I have more options in programming it. So I will clean this up, and the LRP Flow is also smaller. This is a quite big ESC for 1/10 scale, and there is not so much space here in front of the chassis. The space in the B5M, for example, is a little bit bigger. Here are also the parts from the ESC, on-off switch and capacitor, and here is the transponder. Here is the receiver, and one thing which is really worth to mention are these brackets that hold the wires that are going to the motor. I use here quite big wires, and it seems that these brackets could have been done a little bit bigger, because you can see they don't fit completely into it. So the idea is awesome to have these brackets, but I think they could have done a little bit bigger. So included is this front wing, which is awesome to have it here. It's now common for the most high traction tracks to use a front wing, and it's included into the kit. No problem to mount it here to the shock tower. This is the original Xray rear wing. I always paint my wings because I think it looks better to have a painted rear wing. The front stays of course clear, because think this would not look very well to have here a black part onto the shock tower. The body itself is very nice. It's not that easy to color it because there are not many plain surfaces on it. Even here on the side there is a small step here. I have this hexagon patterns which I think came out very well. And here in the front you can get this nice pattern structure to it. And my colors are Tamiya colors. It's pearl white, which has a really nice shiny effect, Tamiya metallic red, and Tamiya white silver. The body is mounted with Velcro to the chassis. When you put it on, it's a little bit tight at the rear. That was a build review for my Xray XB2. Except from the small issues that I had, it was an awesome build. Parts fit perfectly together. And now I'm very excited to race it for the first time, which will be very soon. Thank you very much for watching and stay tuned, subscribe if you haven't already. More videos with my XB2 will come very soon. Bye bye.